over the island. Be at Treasure Island May 28th and 29th. That's next Thursday and Friday for 2 shows bursting with laughs, games, and an incredible prize, including trips to Las Vegas. Book your stay and save 20% with promo code KFAN, plus a huge announcement you will not want to miss. Get the full details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Okay, Parker.
Good morning.
Explain it to me.
Okay, I'll try.
Why did the Wolves quit?
Oh,
Rosie.
Let's go all the way back to Game 6. That was
Why they just
one of the most
Still makes me
forgettable
sad.
games of all time.
still makes me sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's frustrating because just the habits that they had all year. It was a team that Chris Finch, he truly pushed this team and tried to have them search for what kind of a team they were. And you lose games midweek to Brooklyn, teams that you should not lose to, and then you go on the road and you lose one to Memphis or whoever it may be, and these habits that start getting created during the regular season, they tend to peak their head in the playoffs, and that's exactly what we saw. And I think, give credit to this Timberwolves team of finding a way to beat Denver in the 6-3 game in the first round, and but also give credit to Tim Conley, what he's done in the past couple of years of kind of constructing this roster to beat a team like Denver. But Denver's not the cream of the crop anymore. It's San Antonio, it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Oklahoma City. So now there needs to be changes moving forward to beat a team like that. And a lot of people are like, you might as well just wait until we're in the East because you're not going to beat a guy in Victor Wembanyama. But I think that's the wrong mindset. And I think Tim Conley's made for moments like these. And I think it's going to be a really interesting offseason to see what they go get and what they do with pieces like Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, and Jaden McDaniels. I believe 2 of those 3 guys are going to be gone next season. I truly do. And I think, I don't see a world where Julius Randle's back next year. And I think Rudy Gobert is kind of a 50-50. So it's going to take some changes. But I think at the end of the day, Hawk, you're right. They did give up. And that's the most concerning thing for me is, 1 through 8, whoever's on the court, like you can't have that mentality in the playoffs. Like you got to show up, especially for your fans in Minnesota. Like Target Center was rocking every game I was at in the playoffs, and they didn't deserve that. The fans didn't deserve a no effort team. So there needs to be some changes moving forward.
Well, we got some audio from Tim Conley that we'll play in sports in just a little bit. But right now, it's time for the news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
My beloved St. Paul Saints playing a little after 6 this afternoon on a beautiful evening in St. Paul.
Hell yeah.
That's right, Columbus in town.
Royce Lewis playing tonight? Anybody know?
I would think so, right?
I would say you'd have to, right?
He needs to swing the bat as much as he can.
Don't know.
Yeah, start swinging that bat, man.
Is Bonus already in Germany? Somebody text him and ask him.
I don't think he is.
I don't know
I think
where
he leaves
Bonus
later.
is.
No, not yet.
Zach, is he gone?
I don't think he's gone
No,
yet.
he leaves Friday night, Saturday.
Well, then he's up. He can just tell us where
Yeah.
Royce Lewis is currently.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got Find My,
Yeah, Boney.
6:37 tonight, Omaha. SaintsBaseball.com. CHS Field. Baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Baseball, Ray.
The home of
311.
Thank you.
And the first Red Lobster Hawk went to.
Yeah, the first one ever.
Yep.
Baseball, Ray. It's always been baseball.
Great bid.
People love this blank, Ray. People are dead, Ray. All of them.
Parker,
What?
I think you
I think
understand
you
about
watched a different
20%
movie.
of what we say on this show.
Yeah.
But you're learning, but
I'm learning.
Our references are not new.
He knows Field of Dreams.
Have you seen?
I know Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Field of Dreams. But yeah, I would say it's north of 20.
North of
But
20?
Anytime it's south, I try to learn that.
I love that about you. You're a pop culture sponge.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You are, man. You are a
You're something
sponge.
else.
Yeah,
Man.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. I want to give you guys some real news, not just this crap. Well, of course, the NFL has selected Minneapolis as the site for the NFL draft in 2028. That's a big deal. We all love that, right? The state of Minnesota has become the first state to outlaw prediction markets Governor Tim Walz signed a public safety bill this week prohibiting online platforms where people can bet money on the outcomes of events. Prediction markets get around local sports betting restrictions by selling bets as financial contracts like commodity markets, which is also gambling. Federal authorities filed a lawsuit Tuesday to block the prohibition, arguing prediction markets should be exclusively regulated by federal officials. The Minnesota law takes effect in August. The first state to do so. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And now here's Corey.
Parker, how's the dog?
Oh my gosh. One of the coolest experiences ever. Yeah, it's been so fun. Taylor and I both had never had a dog. I think I mentioned that.
Incredible, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so both growing up, never had one. And literally, they lost on Tuesday. They flew home Wednesday. I picked her up from the airport, and boom, we shot down and went and picked up the dog. So
The best, right?
Yeah, it happened really quick. And
How's potty training coming?
Honestly, he's been great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a couple barks during the night, maybe once or twice. Get up and take him out, and by that I mean Taylor, get up and take him out.
Oh, okay.
It's her dog.
Little foreshadowing for childbirth.
Correct. Here we go.
No, but
You get up.
But
Baby's crying.
I think it's more of a deal where she just wants to be around him because she's so excited to do it. Now that might wear off, and I might get delegated that role at some point. But
cute dog, though, man.
It is a very cute dog. We brought him golfing last night for the first time, and he just literally sat in his little to-go seat or whatever you call that. I have no idea. And watched me play golf. Yeah, he played well. He's a little over par. Yeah, he went right into the crap.
Yelled at his caddy for showing up to the tee box
How about
late.
that?
Yeah, that's all time.
All time.
Yeah.
Did he bark in your backswing?
He actually did not. He was really good in the backswing.
Unbelievable.
Couple barks at the ball in the green.
Brilliant.
But no, he's been a good boy.
Give me back my son. That's like the new bit they yell.
It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, it's fun, and we're learning a lot. And yeah, we are dog parents now, I guess.
Hey, speaking of yelling stuff at golf events, clearly on the PGA on Sunday, you could hear a couple of Baba Booies, right?
Yeah.
A Howard Stern reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Did you hear? I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday. Somebody literally just yelled out, J.D. Harmeyer, which is which is another name from Stern.
Yeah.
But it was just like the guy's name. It wasn't Baba Booey or hit him with the hind. It was just they just said his full name, and I'm like,
so good.
that's a guy that understands though that Stern's group cuts up all the golf yells.
Yeah.
And if you go if you just say his name,
Yeah.
my guess is Stern's like, somebody just yelled out JD's full name at the PGA champion. That's smart. If you yell Baba
Brilliant.
Booey, you might get skipped. Because everybody yells Baba Booey.
Right.
JD Harmeyer!
Incredible.
Has anyone yelled, who, me?
Oh, man.
Nope.
Sal and Richard.
The Jack and Rod show.
Yeah.
In case you guys are wondering, I don't know if you're planning on any trips, anybody over there, but the State Department is now warning against travel to Uganda, the Congo, and the South Sudan.
That's exactly where I'm going.
I know.
I was going on a cruise.
I had 8 dinners set up. They were all going to be the greatest dinners I've ever had.
Yeah.
I was going to post about every one of them. God dang it.
I mean, bonus might go there.
No. The department also recommended that people reconsider travel to Rwanda. Foreign passport holders are restricted from entering the U.S. if they have been to any of those places because of the Ebola outbreak.
Ooh.
And
Calm down.
by the way, in case you're wondering, a Colorado man is dead after contracting hantavirus. That's right. State health officials say the case does not appear to be connected to the recent cruise ship outbreak. I don't know if that's good or bad news.
It's over.
Preliminary evidence points to local exposure to rodents. Suddenly, that's happening.
Hey, you know what's weird about Oscars is, you guys remember the movie Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever see it?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's weird. Like, I bet it's super good.
Probably.
And it got nominated for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it is, yeah.
And then you've seen it?
Yeah, in school.
You did
You
not.
saw it in school?
Yeah. In school.
No kidding.
World history class, 11th grade.
Really?
In school.
Get out of here,
Who's your
Parker.
teacher?
Did you ever watch it?
No, I'm looking at it
Are
now.
you stoned?
You've heard the soundtrack, though, right? Welcome to the
Yes,
hotel.
I've seen this.
Brilliant.
But
You have seen it.
I've seen this movie. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a school movie. No kidding. I guess I never knew
See,
that.
I was just going to make the point that it's weird how like a movie that's highly acclaimed, the critics love it, it gets nominated, but then it just disappears from society.
91.
People stop talking about it.
91%.
91. Yeah, it got nominated for a bunch of stuff. Interesting. Never saw it. So whenever I hear Rwanda, I just think Hotel Rwanda.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
It's in the name.
It's correct. That's why I make the connection. Yes.
Crazy connection.
I have no knowledge of what that movie's about. My guess it is a hotel that is in that country. Am I close?
I don't know. Zach saw it.
Zach, is that what it's about?
What's the gist of the movie? What's the plot?
It's just about genocide and apartheid and all that fun stuff. So,
is this an excess, Sarn?
Yeah.
Is it a rom-com?
If I remember right, the hotel gets like...
Is it pro that stuff?
No, well, it exposes that stuff. And
Okay.
It's a war thriller.
Yeah.
There's a civil war, and there's yeah.
Oh, is this the one where the kid is in a hotel and his parents are like in Florida, and he has to like?
I think you're.
No.
And there's like
takes
the bird.
A limo to a toy store.
Yeah, there's like the bird lady in Central Park. Is that this one?
No.
Pull your hands up.
The bird lady in Home Alone 2, Woodhawk.
Oh, you're right. That is Home Alone 2. Never mind. I've never seen Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah,
With or without the birds?
Oh, after.
Gotta be without the birds.
But
Birds
he would.
gross me out.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, the birds are the gross part.
That's how you get hantavirus.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that. He's put himself
Nothing a shot can't cure.
What if we find out Bird Lady from Home Alone 2 is patient zero?
Oh,
wow.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it's how the whole thing started.
Well, then Hawk better get tested.
I ain't caring.
No, you're Hawk.
Last one. Are you, speaking of travel, Parker, you're not going to Florida anytime soon, are you?
I don't plan on it, no.
Okay, good. Because you got to be careful. There's a Florida python challenge happening now. They're hunting for pythons down there.
Tommy's on his way.
Are you afraid of snakes?
No, snakes are cool. Saw one playing golf this weekend.
You saw a snake playing golf?
The hell is wrong with
It
you?
doesn't
They don't have
have
any
arms.
arms.
I did not have any arms. No. Oh, true. Good.
What kind of snake?
It was
garter
like
snake?
I think it was just like a garter snake, black and yellow stripes. Picked it up and threw it.
You picked it up by hand.
Yeah.
Sweet.
See, you're
sweet
so
man.
much more manly than me.
No,
sweet
you
gentleman.
guys
By
are
a mile and a half.
I have a question for you guys.
What?
Is it not gardener snake?
I think you're
either.
right.
It's either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
garden hire snake.
I think it's Gardner or Garter.
Yeah.
I think you can say it either way. And this is not a Mark Rosen bit where you can say, I'm pretty sure it's both.
So
you're
it's
right.
Don Sitch.
Actually, it is garter snake.
Yeah, Garter.
You're right.
Like
I
the
always thought it
garters
was
you wear?
gardener snake.
Man.
What's the purpose of them?
Eating mice and bugs and stuff, right? Everybody's got a purpose except me.
Yeah. Oh, you have a purpose, Hawk.
You are our
I do
purpose.
believe it is just, I don't think gardener snake is a thing.
I think people commonly say that, though. It's one of
Yes.
those bits where the name is garter snake, but everybody says it the other way so often that it's just, they're both socially acceptable.
That's
might be like-
unbelievable,
yeah.
Corey. I mean, this is a brand new thing that I was wrong about my whole life. Another.
What kind of snakes did you swim with when you were a kid, Hawk?
Those were, we call them water moccasins. You guys call them copperheads.
They're mean, right?
They were terrible, and they would chase you.
What?
And you were hanging out with them in the water?
No, I didn't want to, but they sunned on the rocks. That's the good thing about them is they didn't hide because they were not afraid of you. But if you saw one, you didn't go in the water right there. You went on down the creek a ways.
Why do people go outside?
Corey, it was hot.
Wow, they're mean.
Yeah,
Man.
they are mean. They are. You know how they say snake is more afraid of you? Not water moccasins.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care. They're like a.
Yeah, they're a cottonmouth snake.
Yeah.
All right,
And
so
they
hang on.
are pissed.
So you're manly. You'll pick up a snake and just chuck it into the woods because it's
Yeah,
on your.
if I know
in
it's
your-
a garter snake, I'm
Sure.
not going to pick up like a...
But let's go back
Crazy.
to the old Everglades Python challenge.
Yeah, what's the whole challenge all about?
Well, they're trying to wipe them out. I mean, they've completely destroyed the ecosystem there since
They're not
It's
native.
an invasive species. It's destroyed everything. It's a nightmare. So there's a couple 100,000 pythons, and every year they kill like 200 or 300. It's a waste of time.
If that.
Yeah, if that. My guess is you would not be as willing to get
No.
into the mix there.
That sounds like straight Florida energy.
Yeah,
And
way too hot.
If you ever see a story on them, part of the problem is the pythons are unbelievably good at hiding.
Really?
So they can be massive and theoretically right underneath you, and you can barely see them.
It's probably become like a thing that they've learned over time. What is that called?
Survival instinct.
Evolution?
Yeah, evolution. There
Sure.
you go.
Yeah.
Man, is there anybody more pissed on the planet than a garter snake?
I thought it was kind of chill.
they don't
he
have
wanted to
teeth.
bite you.
They don't have teeth,
He
right?
wanted you to be afraid of him, but you're not.
so.
No, I don't think
He's
they
a
do.
snake.
I think he's just a baby.
We've been given this innate fear of snakes, except for that one. That
Yeah.
poor son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You just completely emasculated him.
Yeah, he was just hanging out.
Chucked him aside.
You just picked him up and threw him.
I did.
Like he was...
Picked him up with my 7-iron, and then I grabbed him, and I threw him into the wasteland.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't right. That poor snake.
Mad Max?
With Mad Max, yeah.
Yes, but see, that is that snake's origin story. He didn't hate humans until you just picked him up and threw him. And now he hates all of us. Thanks, buddy.
I'm sorry.
So now one of us,
over it.
Now little Louis Lambert's going to get bit by that snake because you pissed him off. Because Louis clearly going to golf at some point.
Don't go to Aberdeen, South Dakota. Just stay here.
No.
He's going to golf all over the upper Midwest, including Aberdeen.
Fair enough.
They cannot seriously injure or kill humans.
That's what I'm saying. And why be a snake if you can't kill somebody?
Yeah, I don't even think they have teeth.
I don't think they do either.
God, that sucks. What did they do?
They're just sliding around.
I mean, seriously, how did they not evolve a way to kill things?
Yeah, that's true.
Look, when the abominable snowman at the end of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer gets all of his teeth pulled, he's still going to wrap presents. He can still put the star on the top of the tree. You can find purpose without teeth. Hermie took all the son of a bitch's teeth out.
My sister has teeth. And you, toothless.
I have teeth?
Theirs aren't yours.
The dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
What a reference. How did you know that? You've seen that movie?
The How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the first one,
Interesting.
Yeah. It's very good.
It's extremely
The cartoon's
Really,
outstanding.
really
I didn't see the live action, but yeah.
Also holds up. Very good.
Yeah.
They got a lot of those out, don't they?
You mean the How to Train Your Dragon series? Multiple
Action.
movies, and then they did the live action one, which, again, was also very good.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well done.
Can we play the Tim Connolly audio when we come back? Because I thought
Sure, let's
there
have
were two
Parker
things
break
he
it down.
said that I thought was really interesting, including when he talked about his team in general and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
More with Parker Fox in the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
Jefferson Lines is your #1 bus experience. My name is Chris Hockey, and I can vouch for that. With daily... All right. Here we are. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Parker Fox is here, cast of thousands. Let's get right into sports.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip.
That's right.
The Knicks beat the Cavs 114-105 in OT after they trailed by 22 with 8 minutes left. Jalen Brunson had 38 in the win. The Knicks now lead 1-0. Game 2 is tomorrow at 7 p.m.
I know that.
Incredible game. I turned it on midway through the third, and I was like, oh, this game's over. Cavs got it wrapped up. I was texting one of my buddies, and I was like, this isn't even going to be a game. It's all good. And then next thing you know, 18-1 run from the Knicks. Jalen Brunson was fantastic. And then they just made every shot down the stretch. And me and Corey were talking about it. But, like, how cool to do it in front of all these celebrities. Tracy Morgan's there, Chalamet, Pete Davidson. Like, that has to be one of the coolest feelings in the world, just to hit, like, a big three and to look at Chalamet and just put your arms in there. And he's just fired up for you. Like, maybe I'm glazing Chalamet a little bit. But it's an unbelievable win for New York. And if I'm Cleveland, I'm worried now because you lose in that fashion. You're probably not going to get the next one. You got to find a way to get 1 or 2 at home, but it looks like the New York Knicks are going to play in the NBA Finals.
I saw something on Twitter that was what they basically did to make their run is they just got James Harden in ISO when he plays zero defense.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if you go and watch back, like, analytically, the defense that was played in the fourth quarter by James Harden, they were literally like picking on him like a kid at preschool or on the playground. Like, they're literally like setting the ball screen, getting him to switch, and then going right at him. It was embarrassing. And I think if you're the Cavs, like, James Harden's a guy you need out there on the floor for you offensively, but he was almost unplayable in the fourth quarter because of his defense. So that's something they got to look at moving forward. Is a guy that can actually, play both ways, both sides of the ball.
Jason Kidd is out as the coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He has a $40 million left on his contract.
Yeah, it's insane.
Insane.
There's a lot of movement going on down in Dallas. I think they really believe in what Cooper Flagg can be. So a lot of moves in the front office, and Jason Kidd is done. So what that tells me is there's guys on this Dallas roster that may become available, and we'll talk about it here as we move on. But Kyrie Irving's a name who's going to be healthy for this 2026-2027 season, and he's still a difference maker. Yes, he's 34 years old, but one of the greatest individual skill players of all time, and think he could really make an impact as a true point guard. forward anywhere he goes.
The PWHL will expand to San Jose. Parker.
Yeah, that'll be fun. San Jose, Vegas, Hamilton, and Detroit this upcoming year. So 4 new teams. A lot of movement happening, a lot of stuff going on.
Are we worried that Taylor has to move?
I don't think we're too worried. We don't get ahead of ourselves, right? But the expansion is very different. It's a very different process this year. But at the end of the day, each team can still protect 3 players. So hopefully she's one of those 3 players picked by the Frost to protect, and we go forward. But she is a free agent right now, so she does have to re-up and sign a contract before that happens. So,
Jerry.
Yeah, it's how sports work. You got to do contracts.
How do we?
What do you mean?
How do we have any sense if the PWHL is expanding too early, too quickly? Do we know?
Yeah,
what's the vibe there?
Well, I think the market of fans and the growth, and they do these games, expansion tour games throughout the season, and the show has been great for them. Like all the cities they go to, they've showed up really well. They sold out different rinks, and so I think that's all good, but. For me, it's the talent level, Corey. Like when you expand for 4 new teams, where are you picking? What's that? 25 times 4? That's 100 players, and there's
Sauce would have told you that. He knew.
Yeah, I was listening too.
He had that,
and it's not like you're going to get 100 girls out of college that are ready to maybe go. So you need to pick maybe people that have been playing overseas. So we'll see how it goes. And then for me, it's the goaltending, right? There's only probably 6 goalies in the world who are playing the PWHL that are. Contending at the national level for national teams. So you're going to have a really difference in goalies. And then we saw that this year with Boston and Montreal. They had the 2 best goalies at like 1 goal per game against average. And they were the number 1 and number 2 in MVP voting.
Jeez.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Tim Conley, the Wolves GM, spoke yesterday.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. Let's start with Tim saying this about whether there'd be any major shakeups for his squad this year.
We have a lot of confidence in our guys. But again, it would be disingenuous to be sitting here in front of this crew and say, hey, we're happy with the 6th seed. We're happy with not being a home court playoff team. We're happy that our last 3 closeout games, have been lopsided. So we have to be realistic about what we have, which is way more good than bad, but know that we're not good enough right now.
What do you mean?
So yesterday, they were talking about this on Barrero, and I'm sure you were listening, Hawk, because you're a Barrero P1.
I am.
I don't remember this story, but they were talking about basically like how they thought, and they were half kidding, that Conley would come out and basically say, we're moving on from Randall, he's awful. Did Mike Tice really call Fan Line back in the day and say they were cutting a kicker because he missed 2 extra points?
He did say that, but I think he was joking.
Oh. Okay, I thought maybe that was a real thing.
I barely remember it, but I know there's audio of it. But I believe the insinuation was that he was joking.
Oh,
I could be wrong though.
Yeah,
didn't he in passing say I gotta go cut a kicker?
Yeah, something. Like
I think
that,
he said it out of frustration, but he was kidding. I think again, I'm with Chris. I'm pretty sure he was joking.
Let's talk about Tim Connolly and Julius Randle.
Julius was fantastic to start the season. He'll be the first to tell you he didn't play his best basketball with San Antonio. I think his playmaking, I think his ability, his on-ball defense, his physicality was really impactful. So we don't win because of one player, lose because of one player. I think when we lost in the fashion we lost to San Antonio, they were clearly the better team, and we have to look at the collective, me included, the whole building. What can we all do better to ensure that we don't see the same result next season?
What does he really say?
Yeah, it's interesting, right? Because Julius didn't speak to the media, didn't have an exit meeting. I don't know where Tim Conley is. Now, I think Tim Conley's great, and I think he's going to find the right answer for this. But the vibe around the organization, from what I've heard from a lot of people, is you probably won't see Julius Randle in a Wolves uniform this upcoming year. So, what does that mean for Julius? I don't know, but at the end of the day, he's on a 3-year, $100 million contract, and you have to find a way to move that, and you have to find a team that finds value in Julius, and now there is value in Julius. He's an established power forward in this league. He's played for, the Lakers and the Knicks, 2 big teams. He understands how the league works. He can still be a really good player in this league, but I just don't think he's the number 2 to guy in Anthony Edwards. And at the end of the day, if you're the Wolves, you're asking yourself, is Julius good enough to be a number 2 to Ant? And the answer to that is no. So you have to move on. You have to find a guy that is good enough to be a number 2 because Victor Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are sitting there in the weeds waiting.
He played like number 2. I don't know. But
yes, you're right.
And I'm a big fan of Tim Connolly when he was a Dorf. You don't get that joke at all.
No, but these guys laugh, so I laugh too.
20%er?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, I was going to say something else, but I got sidetracked by my jokes. So I'll go right on to the problem with Anthony Edwards.
We hold it to such a high bar. The reason he's elite is obviously he's a superhuman offensive player, but we think he has the same ability on the defensive end. Yeah. And that's what separates him. His competitiveness, his toughness. I think he also played through a bunch of nagging injuries. His ability to come back from that injury was fantastic. When he went down, we didn't think he was going to be back that quickly. So this is the first summer in a long time he's going to not play. You know, he's played with the national team. The summer started a bit earlier. I think as he gets older, he's getting more and more, not just take care of his body, preventive measures.
Okay, there's 3 things that he said there under the radar. Mm-hmm. Damn it, Ant, play defense.
Yep.
Let's see some effort. Mm-hmm. Damn it, Ant, take better care of your body.
Yep.
And damn it, Ant, take some time off and stop playing basketball for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Did he not say all 3 of those things in that one soundbite?
And all 3 of those go under the umbrella of being a professional, right? And I think that's something that that's the next step for him. He's not just a kid, a young guy in the NBA anymore. He's an established, true superstar. And I think if you want to continue to take your game to the next heights, Ant says it himself. He wants to be an MVP. He's not an MVP right now. Like, he's very good. He's a top 10 player in the league, but he's not Shai. He's not Wemby. He's not Jokic. And that's because he just doesn't play the two-way game right now. And he can. He's very capable of being a great defender. He's very capable of being a great passer as well, an assist guy. His assist numbers don't even touch any of those guys' assist numbers. So I think there's just another level that he can take it to. And I think what Tim Connolly is telling you is you got to get rid of all this moodiness. Like, the topic of conversation in this exit interview with all these guys was moodiness. Like, that has to go away, and it has to be a professional, mature approach. And I think that's the next step for Anthony Edwards. And he's so capable of it. And I think that's what's frustrating us and frustrating this organization the most. Yes, he played through injuries. Yes, he was hurt. But there's a whole other step that he can take because he is the franchise guy.
Question for those of you who are old enough to remember these 2. Did Michael Jordan and or Kobe Bryant ever have a time early in their career where somebody had to say to them, man, you got to take it to the next level. You want to be great? You better start playing defense.
Well, was it Jordan didn't win a playoff series till his 4th year?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he didn't have the same kind of. My guess is, from what I remember from both of those, they were extremely self-motivated people.
That's my point. Yeah. That is the missing ingredient. You can have greatness athletically. You got to have something in here, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, and I think that's one thing that's tough too, is because all I hear from Ant is he's always in the gym. He's always spending more time getting shots up. Like, he'll let the team bus go and he'll just Uber back to the hotel because he wants to get more shots up. But then there's that, which is great. But then, hey, your body's failing you at the end of the season. You were hurt, and yes, one might have been a freak accident, but you need to take care of your body. You need to be in that training room. You need to be in the weight room. You need to be listening to nutrition. Like, there's just a level of professionalism, and I'm not calling him out and telling him he's not, but at the end of the day, like, you're not getting to where you need to go, and if you want to be an MVP, there's another step you have to take. And it's frustrating because he's capable. So that's where I'm at with it.
Well said.
Thanks.
You said that well.
Hey, remind me, do you know you have a connection to Chet Holmgren?
Yeah,
you know Chet a little bit, right?
Yeah, we worked out a lot in the summer growing up, and he's obviously a local kid.
Sure.
So he hasn't come back as much as he once did.
Do you know him? Do you know him well enough to know if this Wemby Chet feud is real? Because everybody says they hate each other.
It's funny, right? Because I think if you were asked both, they would just say no, and then that's the PC right answer. But I mean, they're 2 young guys that are unicorn-esque players. They're these tall guys that can stretch the floor and also block shots and dunk. So I think there's definitely a rivalry there. You see him stepping on Wemby's foot on the box out.
Yeah, they look like they drive each other nuts.
Yeah. They're size 24 shoes, though.
It's hard to miss.
Can't help it.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's to the point, if the broadcast hadn't pointed out that they don't like each other, maybe it goes under the radar. But the second somebody says, hey, watch these two, they don't like each other, then everything they did looked really obvious that they were annoyed with each other.
It's funny to think they wouldn't, right? Like, they're two of the best players in the West. They're very similar type of games. They're going to have to face each other for a long time because both of those guys aren't leaving those teams at any time soon. So I love it. I think it's good for the league. I think it's good for basketball when you have two guys that don't like each other. It doesn't need to be all buddy-buddy. This is professional sports at the highest level. Like, go compete. Like, throw an elbow like Wemby did. Not saying he should continue to do that, but like, be physical, make this thing fun, because I think people are craving that versus the Anthony Edwards dap up with 8 minutes left to the whole other team. Like, let's have a level of competitiveness here.
One thing before we get a break.
Well
I know
said.
you've told us this before, Parker.
Yeah.
I'm sure I knew this. I may have written it down. I may have commented, made a joke. Have you ever stood next to Wemby?
I have, yeah.
And?
I dunked on him one time.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Fun fact. Yeah. He blocked me a lot, probably 95% of the time.
Where
but one
was this?
time I did get him.
10?
No, we were doing a workout, I got the video on my phone. I'll show you guys during the break. But summer workouts, just doing some runs, and I caught him.
Where was this?
Oh, Maple Grove, I think. One of like a
How was
auxiliary
Wemby
gym.
doing here
Yeah.
working out?
Well, this was summers ago. He was probably
but still.
he was probably still in high school. Oh, Wemby. I'm thinking Chet.
Oh, my gosh.
My goodness.
We all thought you dunked on Wemby.
No.
I'm like, how is that possible?
I would lead
Did
with
you say?
that.
Did you say me standing
geez.
next to Chet, Wemby?
Wemby, yeah.
Oh, my fault. I was thinking Chet. My
Okay.
bad. No,
I was
I've
like,
never.
when did you guys cross paths?
Why
never
was he
met-
in Maple Grove?
He
That's
loves
on me.
Arbor Lakes.
Yeah.
That's on me. I thought you were
Okay,
talking
Chet.
Chet.
Raising
No,
canes,
I've
baby.
never met Wemby.
Okay,
but
okay, got it.
one day maybe. I mean,
But
the
you
dude
have
is
dunked on
unbelievable.
Chet.
I was literally like,
Gotcha.
how has he never said this
I
before?
would lead. That
Parker
would
is the
be-
greatest
yeah.
guy ever.
I'd have a T-shirt made with
Yeah.
a picture. If you have it on your phone,
It'd be on a Wheaties box.
I just walk around showing that I dunked on Wemby.
Wemby loves Maple Grove this time of
Loves
year.
it, man.
Sure does. You don't.
Likes Nadia's cupcakes. He'd
Who
have
doesn't?
1.5 at a wedding.
At least.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Yep. All right. More with Parker Fox. We'll do Vikings news after this in a second as well. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by
All right, here we are. 746. Power Trip Morning Show. Parker Fox over there.
Yo.
It is time for some Vikings news on your little Power Trip Morning Show.
I got a little even.
It's time for Vikings News on the Power Trip, presented by
Radco, your truck accessories pro.
Thanks to Radco. Dude, check this out. Minneapolis is getting the draft.
What?
All right,
Hell
that's
yeah,
not,
man.
That's not breaking news, but it was officially announced yesterday that the 2028 NFL draft is coming to Minneapolis. It'll be in D.C. next year. Draft here in 28. All right, so that's the third straight day we've talked about this, but they officially announced it.
Yep.
They also officially announced that the city of Nashville is getting the Super Bowl. That's 2030. Nice. They also talked for 45 straight minutes about how excited they are for 2029 when it's in Vegas.
That'll be sweet.
All right. No, they just wanted to reiterate, like, they're very excited about Inglewood. They're excited about Atlanta. They announced Nashville, but they're like, but we're really all here to talk about Vegas 2029.
They can't wait.
And how much fun that one specifically
They
is going to
like
be.
the train slot machine.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, Nashville's getting the new stadium, right?
They sure are.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be sweet.
It's going to be awesome.
Here's the other thing the NFL announced in the last 24 hours. The NFL approved the ability to now play as many as 10 international games starting next season. Not this season, but the following season in 2027. That's up from 8. Now, you may be saying, well, I thought there was 9 this year. Well, technically, 8 of those are league run, and then the 9th one is the agreement that the Jags have with Wembley Stadium. So and that had to be apparently negotiated on the side, and the NFL and the players had to agree to whatever. But the point is the max was 8. Now they've upped it to 10. However, the other twist is the league has also voted to strip the team's ability to protect any home games from international play. In the past, NFL teams could protect 2 games. They're like, no, we're not putting this one internationally. We need these 2 to be at home.
Games, yeah.
Now that's gone. So now we're up to 10 games a year, and teams do not have the right to protect any games whatsoever.
Wow.
That's kind of interesting, right? Like, I don't think it makes a ton of sense to put like Vikings Packers in London.
No.
Definitely not.
Right? It doesn't. So I don't think the NFL wants to do that. They just want the right to do that if the right scenario pops up.
Has there been a divisional game not at a home stadium?
I would guess the only team that's maybe done it is Jacksonville,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Yeah. That'd be the only one that makes sense. I don't think it'd be good for the fandom and the experience that it is playing a division rival, right?
And the team that lost the home game would rightfully be pissed.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh man, how can I find that out?
Yeah, that's a hard one to.
That's a lot to look up. But I'm trying
I would
to see
guess
if there's
no.
anything recently.
But I would also say, yeah, if it was somebody, it's probably Jacksonville.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
Because, like, imagine not playing at US Bank Stadium for Vikings Packers. It would be crazy.
Like Jets and Dolphins played in London in 2015.
That game.
Texans and Jaguars, are they in the same division?
Sure.
Wembley in 2026.
So, yeah, there actually has been a handful.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
I just can't imagine fans of that home team would be very happy about that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or just seeing random Bengals and Browns jerseys in the crowd as you're playing your division rival.
There's jerseys everywhere, though. It's so weird. But
It is fun.
It's so fun, though.
Yeah, it's the best.
The London games were elite.
They buy them
An
because they
elite
like the
time.
colors,
Yeah.
right? They don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, and Andy's too hammered to know what he's wearing.
Andy don't drink.
Cardinals and Niners played in Mexico.
Okay, so there's a handful.
Chargers and Chiefs played in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess more than we thought.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
So
Learn
again,
something new every day.
not only, I still don't think like the all-time big rivalry should be overseas.
No, not at all. No.
Right. Those probably should stay in the
that in
home
America.
stadiums.
For sure, yeah.
You know what we did? Obviously, we went overboard talking about the schedule for the Vikings, but I never really got a gander at the rest of the games. How many Christmas Day games are there this year? Are there 2? Are there 3? I know the Bears and the Packers play on Christmas. I think in Chicago.
Is it like? Are they going to treat it though like Thanksgiving? Is there a Christmas Eve, a Christmas Day, and then
There's 3. Packers at Bears, Bills at Broncos, Rams at Seahawks. The first 2 are on Netflix. The third one is on Fox.
How about
God,
Bills
3
at
games.
Broncos on Christmas Day? How
All
about
of those,
the Buffalo Bills all the way in Denver?
From Mile High. Yeah.
those
That's gonna
games will be
fun.
elite?
But
oh man, what a terrible thing to put those.
Christmas is for the NBA.
Yeah, right.
Not
it is.
anymore.
No,
Not
it is.
anymore.
No, it
Hawks
should be.
pissed about that.
Not
though.
anymore.
It should be.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It
that's
should
Hawks'
be. This is
birthday.
why I stand up for the NBA. They
Thank
deserve
you.
their day. Give them that day, so I never have to work that day.
Yeah. The NFL
because
just
they don't- yeah,
infiltrates.
right.
And you want a day
that'll
off
be
of
great.
sports, so what better way
Yeah.
than have 5
That's
straight
right.
NBA games that you won't
Right.
watch?
That's right.
But he does watch the late night NBA game to close out Christmas Day, though.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing to do.
But he also doesn't like when division rivals square off in the NBA on Christmas Day
Hates
because
it.
everybody knows how important divisions are.
I think they should
in the
play
NBA.
them out of the country, like on the moon.
on the moon.
Be a lot of dunks.
Think about that. Have you ever once heard of a team excited about winning the division in the NBA?
No, but no,
Even once.
no. Aren't we in like a? Are we in the same? Weren't we in the same division with like Seattle at one point?
Hang on a second here. So this is how worthless divisions are, and I think we've done this before, but don't look this up for a second. Hang on. Nobody
I
help
think
him.
you can do it.
Nobody
I
help
won't,
him.
Daddy.
Sauce.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking it up just to make sure I even know because I'm not sure I do. Ooh, see, I think I would have forgot about them. Sauce.
Yes, sir.
Name the 4 other teams in the Timberwolves division.
Denver.
That's 1. You love sports.
San Antonio.
Incorrect. Used to be, I think maybe, way back in the day,
Yeah.
but nope.
Houston.
Nope.
No. Which state's similar to Colorado?
He's not good with geography.
Wyoming.
He didn't do a lot of learning. Yeah, there's no team in
just
Wyoming.
Oh, the Jazz.
The Jazz is 2. There's 2 more. They're not even close to each other or us.
Golden
One team is
State,
currently still playing.
So
Scotland.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City is the division winner this year.
Yep.
Who cares about this?
But you're so right. That's ridiculous.
And the last one is the Portland Trailblazers. So that our division, Oklahoma City, Denver, us, Portland, and Utah.
It's the widest
What?
expanding
That's
division.
wider than Hawks' system.
The reason why it's
Why do you have to be like that?
I'm sorry, man.
well, the other reason why it's stupid is you don't get rewarded for winning your division.
Nothing. No.
No, so it's irrelevant. It's completely
The entire
irrelevant.
regular regular season is irrelevant.
Yeah, Hawk's right. It should start in like
It should
March.
be 17 games like the NFL, or 18 games like the NFL. Make each game matter more. Charge $1 billion. Nobody's hurt by the end of the season. And then you start the playoffs and it starts to matter.
So how about this, Hawk? Game 2 of the Spurs Thunder is tonight. Game 1 of the NBA Finals is like June 3rd.
Yeah, it is forever away.
Forever in blue jeans.
It's a long season.
I mean, there's a division called the Pacific Division, and Portland isn't in it.
Yeah, what sense does that make?
That makes no sense.
Boston is.
It's just like all the
Boston.
Well, they converted.
The Nets are in that division.
That's funny.
Pacific Division.
Well, it's all going to change when Seattle and Vegas get a team.
Good. That's our chance to get away from Wemby.
Get in the East.
Because I'm not trying to this isn't hyperbole.
Yeah.
I do think everybody in the West is in huge trouble for the next decade with Wemby.
It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's not like we haven't seen dominance in the past, right? LeBron didn't win 13 consecutive NBA titles. Kobe didn't. Jordan almost did.
Yeah.
He just took those 2 years off. Yeah. But my point is like, even the greatest players of all time don't win it every single year.
Yeah.
I just think the number of titles Wemby's going to get is more than a couple.
Oh, yeah.
So you have so few windows to do it, and I just think the easier path for the Wolves is the Eastern Conference.
100%.
Because otherwise, you're just going to always have to hope that he gets banged up.
Yeah, that's
and
your only
when
hope.
you're 7'6", as you know with knees, it's hard. If Wemby has his career derailed by injury, sure, then the window is wide open in the West. Otherwise, it's going to be an uphill battle every year, and it's not impossible. You're just going to have to get really lucky.
If Wemby stays healthy, he's going to go down as a top 3 player of all time. Like, no question. Yeah, maybe one, which is crazy to say right now, but he's unbelievable. No one's ever moved the way he's moved.
No.
Guys, I have a really, really great breakdown of something for you, and I'm very pleased.
Can't wait.
Sports related or not sports related?
Can I read this to you? Okay, so our friend Wendy Blackshaw, who is responsible, one of the main people responsible for bringing the NFL draft to Minnesota. We've traveled the world with her.
Sure. Sun Country back in the day, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So I sent her a text and I asked her this question. I said, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. I said, I have a question for you. Where will the actual people be gathered for the NFL picks? Will it be in the stadium or out in front of the stadium? The crowd may be in the hundreds of thousands, so we're confused as to where all these people will be. She says, thanks. First, numbers from every market include all 3 days, not just the crowd you see on TV. Watch parties throughout the region and the state also. So in Pittsburgh, the actual draft stage area, which was the camera shot with tens of thousands of people, that was a capacity night 1 before the draft even started. Then they opened up the stadium. People watched on big screens. Watch parties were everywhere. So the numbers we read aren't just from the site where the draft is being held. It's from draft spots all over the city.
Makes sense.
For sure. But I will say the reason why we're still asking where are all these people going to go, those giant shots of the crowds that you're talking about where it looks like a music festival, there is that. Where is that in Minneapolis? Where are we doing that part of it? Even if the 800,000 number is all encompassing 3 days all over the Twin Cities, where is that giant pile of people going to go?
She says
the
NFL she says the NFL hasn't yet determined the stage footprint yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is
I would think you don't approve it until you say where exactly is this going.
I'm sure they got a plan, but they haven't.
Yeah.
They haven't.
Interesting.
Right. So, and Wendy, please feel free to call if you'd like and give us more information if you have more questions. But
it's got to be outside.
I should say.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one of them has been outside so far.
I don't think so. I think it has to be in the stadium.
I think that's going to be lame. No offense, but I think indoors is lame. Every single one of these has been outdoors and looks awesome.
Yeah, and I think
it's a cool stadium.
They care about the fans, right? I mean, Lambeau is football, Americana, as PA calls it. That wasn't in the stadium. They didn't use the stadium for that.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
But,
I can see them opening the doors and I don't know.
I think what they do is they will build something that will cover the media and the draft itself. It'll feed back outside into like a covered area where there's a big green room and all that. And the rest of it will be uncovered.
Here's the other thing, and I know this is a 20-year-old story, and I know it was the NBA draft, and it was in one of those rooms like in Madison Square Garden or whatever, Radio City Music Hall. I forget wherever I was. It doesn't matter. NBA draft was one of the most boring things I've ever been to in my life.
Come on.
But here's why. But what I'm saying, honestly, it was.
Kids are living out their dreams.
It was brutally boring. But you just sit in a seat and you just stare. There's nothing to do. If you have it in U.S. Bank Stadium and people are in seats, it's going to feel like a freaking library. It has to be outside where people are walking around, like a music festival. You're getting drinks.
But where?
Sitting down watching a draft, they're all going to fall asleep.
And I get the indoor-outdoor thing, but like the outdoor area, there's no room there.
Commons Park, it's plenty of room. It'll be just fine.
And I also think, though,
right across the street from the stadium.
Yeah, I know.
They have bands playing like
concerts
before every pick. I mean, they jazz it up between picks, especially like
because you fall asleep.
The later it goes, I mean,
people don't fall asleep during games.
Yeah, the NFL draft is elite. The NBA draft is boring, right, Hawk?
Yeah, Avi.
Even though I'll watch most of the NBA draft, if not all of it.
You love it.
I love any draft.
You love when people pick men.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought about it, but you do.
Yeah.
He's right.
I like men being picked in the sports.
All right.
I'm just sorry. I'm just reading Tommy's text. I misread it.
Jake Golday, by the way, did sign. So we finally got all our draft picks.
Let's go.
I'm signed. Linebacker out of Cincinnati.
I think he's going to be good.
He's going to be great.
Yeah.
Going to learn from the man, the myth, the legend that is Van Ginkel.
He had beautiful hair.
They all do.
Is Tim Peeler still alive? I would have guessed we would have heard if he would have died.
Yeah, I think we would have heard if he passed away.
Somebody would have texted us.
There would have been a noticeable, something noticeably missing in the world if he had died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An energy void.
We'd be sad.
Yeah, you'd all feel it. Fan 5 in a second. Headlines later. Parker Fox is here. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.